Ring ring on the Halo phone.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm dealing.
I talked to Mehru.
Yeah?
Well, I encourage you to talk to her. Is that something you want to do right now?
Right now? I'm getting the feeling that it's something you think I should do.
Ah, but you didn't answer my question now, did you? There's a way to get your story straight without having to pre-plan anything.
That's not what I meant. I tell her the truth. She's... You're lucky that you haven't been there for some of the chats we've had. Mostly about you, honestly. Don't worry about it.
He sneezes. Do you know that I love you?
Yes.
Okay. So when I say this, I say it in love. And if I didn't love you, I wouldn't say it because it would be much easier to just walk away. It takes bravery and humility to be a friend. And friends screw up all the time. All the time. I am one of your best case examples of that. You've seen me screw up over and over again. But you found a way to forgive me and talk to me.
It's not hard to talk to you.
And part of the reason it's not hard to talk to me is because when I screw up, I acknowledge that I screwed up and I leave it at that. I don't try to defend my screw-ups because my screw-ups don't have defenses. Else they wouldn't be screw-ups.
I didn't do anything to Mehru.
Does Mehru love you?
Yes.
So do you need the shields and the armor and the knives to defend yourself?
Every time I try to put them down, she hits me.
Put them down anyway. Jesus put them down anyway.
Oh, right.
And I think you'll find out that after a hit or two, she'll stop. Especially if she doesn't feel like you're hitting back.
What am I supposed to say to her?
The truth.
About what? You told everything that happened, and so...
I told her what I know. But I wasn't there from the beginning. And I wasn't in your heart. Friends share their hearts by talking. There is no other way for us to reach out from soul to soul except by our words. And the longer we don't talk, the farther apart our hearts are driven. Which is why we talk every night.
It hurts. Even just thinking about it, it hurts. I don't want to tell her.
I know it hurts. But I don't think she'll tear you down. And I think she will give you comfort that I can't. I'm talking over a silly Halo phone. And you shouldn't, I don't want you to go through this alone. I can't command you, and so I beg.
You don't have to do that. I humbly accept your good advice.
Good night.
Love you. It's stupid. We did all of this stuff when we were in Eastside. And it sucked. And somehow, the worst part of the entire thing is I got to sit down with Lange and talk. And somehow that has put a bigger hole in my heart than anything else.
What has happened?
I'm still in shock that he and I are friends. This whole thing, everything. And I love him so much. And he's gone so much. And I wanted to be able to, just for me, or just to be able to say, just to be able to call it something. It's like you're an artist, you're engaged. I don't want to be engaged, I just want to be able to, something.
Did you tell him that?
No, because I asked. I assumed. He doesn't want to make me any promises because he's afraid he can't keep them.
What did he say? What did he say that he meant by that?
We're friends. Because when we're kids, we have to grow up. And also, he's away fighting in a freaking war and might die in less than a year. And so, we have to grow up, and also we don't have any time. And I understand, but if our time is so short.
I'm sorry.
But he said what he wanted, and I understand. And when the war is over, if we're both still here on the other side, then things can change. But if he doesn't make it to the other side, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Lange is annoyingly wise. And I'm still sorry. Because that sucks. But he loves you. Right? And you love him so much. That's not nothing. That's not no claim. That's not anything to sneeze at.
In one breath, he told me he would have killed everyone there in that alley for me.
And that he can't make you a promise.
He does so much for me, and I don't know what he needs. I don't know what I need to be.
He loves you. He needs you to be who you are, and also what we all need, which is to continually grow in Christ. I think that you should trust Lange when he says that he loves you. And know that if he could make you promises, he absolutely would.
I want him to.
It may just be a matter of time.
Theraline is not engaged, not dating, but quite in love. I mean,
You never finished my descriptions. It was just like, and she isn't engaged, isn't dating. That's it. You just left it there.
her good friend is Arlisson's mage support, and so they both miss them very much.
Do you love my son?
Very much.
And how can I not, at times, trust your judgment?
What's up?
War, cold, freezing rain, totally depressing place. Hey, I thought I'd call you. Make my life a little brighter.
No pressure.
May I exchange cannibals, shadows, near-death experiences, and new friends?
I'm not sure if I want to say, please tell me what book you're reading, or don't tell me in case you aren't actually reading a book.
I mean, we could hang up.
No.
I told you we were going to Vardenfell.
I know, but you didn't mention that that cannibals live in Vardenfell?
If it makes you feel better, I didn't know there were cannibals that lived in Vardenfell.
What makes me feel better is if you tell me that everybody that went with you left with you.
All of the people. We're all fine now.
Okay. Well, God be praised.
There's like good news and then like good news that doesn't sound very good, but it is also good. We'll start with that one. I saved Mehru's life.
That's... One moment. Quack. Yeah, Arliss, I'll be right back. And she rescued her.
I did. I fixed it. I healed her. I did something I don't think anyone has ever done before. I used the everything the shadow taught me on purpose and on accident and everything I learned from your dad and I healed her. I saved her.
Well done. Well done.
Yeah. Because you told me to take care of her while you were gone, and so far she really hasn't needed me, because she's a badass. But I've been trying, and then, but I saved her.
I will have to tell my father.
Please do.
And well done.
But before that happened, it was weird. I saw heaven.
Don't stop there.
I got to talk to my parents, and they were really there. And I know that sounds insane, and I thought it was insane when it was happening. But I think I was on the edge of heaven, and I got to talk to them, and they're dead, but they're okay. They're okay. We're okay, and it was incredible. I've heard people talk about heaven. I believed in heaven, but I didn't understand what it meant. But like they're fine.
That they are. How are you?
There's a lot of factors here. I'm not afraid of death. Mostly. He said I would see them again when the time was right, when our Lord chooses. And it's so weirdly peaceful. And,
kind of passes understanding.
Yeah. And it's, as far as you go, I mean, it's obviously I want you to be fine, please. But I'm scared, but I'm less scared than I was, because I know whatever happens, I'll see you again. I really hope it's here. But
Me too. And Mary's fine.
Mary's fine.
Excellent.
She's all good.
Excellent.
She's all good.
Arliss is going to be happy.
Yes. Yes.
What is that tone? There was a tone there.
Well, I mean, it wasn't.
Perhaps Arliss will be less unhappy.
It wasn't. I mean, it's not. It's not really my fault that it happened, but it's like a little bit. Because it is my fault, because I was supposed to keep her safe, but then I did save her in the end, so it did kind of even out. I'm just glad. I mean, am I glad that I'm not the one who has to tell? Yes, I'm glad I'm not the one who has. Mehru will tell Arliss, and it will go the way that it does.
It'll all be fine.
It will be fine. He's not here. I'm so sorry. I am doing a terrible job.
You're doing fine. You're doing fine. What matters is you're alive and Mary's alive, and it all worked out okay.
I don't know what you're gonna do with this information. I just kind of had to get it out. I'm sorry.
No worries. Thank you. Okay. Well, there. Wow.
But we are on the train, back to Wand.
Excellent.
All well and fine.
Okay.
And it was a weird, scary trip, but also like really cool stuff happened.
Okay. So,
I hope that brightened your day.
it does indeed. That you are alive and well and heading back to Wand, and Mehru is alive and well and heading back to Wand, and you have new friends that are alive and well. I am very happy. That is good.
Well, obviously, since we're talking, you're alive. Can you brighten my day by telling me how well you're doing?
I'm doing. I'm. This place is not where I grew up, and it's not my. It is. I want to go home. And this place doesn't come with cities. It's got towns and little fortresses and villages, and it's one big swampy mess of forest that just keeps going, and they can't beat us. We are wiping the floor with them, except finding them, and then they attack when you least expect it, and it's just crazy. And we're winning every single battle, and yet I don't feel like we're winning. But beyond that, it's going well.
What is there besides that?
We really want this war over. Arliss really wants this war over. We're driving the men. I think at this point these men would march into hell if he let them.
Would he let them?
If he knew he was marching into hell, he would go there alone, and that is why they would follow him.
What is Northwest? Why?
It's their forest. It's a vast forest. It's a big freaking forest. So beyond that, everything's fine. We're alive. The men are alive, and since there is an end to the world, this war is going to be over soon. So that's why I'm saying this war is almost over. It is. Right? It's going to end as soon as we get to the end of this forest.
Is everything okay?
It's water.
Are you yelling at Arliss?
Yes, I'm yelling at Arliss, but Arliss is yelling at me.
Oh yeah, if it's Arliss, he probably deserves it.
Oh, I'm sure he does. And that's another reason these guys will follow him about anywhere. Because he always goes first. And he always comes back.
That's why you follow him?
I follow him because I need to make sure that he always comes back. You know that.
Yeah.
We're okay. We have encountered no cannibals, no weird forest monster woe dog things, and not a single house has tried to eat us. So we're doing good.
I wish this could have been a relaxing call for you.
It was.
Was it?
It is.
Yeah.
You wanted you wanted all of this. You got all of this.
I miss you.
I don't know if you've noticed, but I miss you too.
I've noticed a little bit.
And you may be assured that whatever wackiness goes on here, if Arliss has any say in the matter, we're going to be home soon.
Hold you to that.
You can hold me as much as you want.
Well, see you soon.
Get some rest.